Right, hello everyone. Welcome to our lesson. Right, we are going to solve this equation. How do we solve such an equation? When given an equation with an expression which is repeated, it is advisable to replace the repeated expression by a single variable. So we use the K method, meaning that we are going to replace the repeated expression with K. Where there is repeated expression, we're going to put k. So we're going to use the k method here. So the repeated expression here is x minus 6. You can see it's there. And then there's also x minus 6 there. So it means we say let x minus 6 equal to k. Right, so it means x minus 6 is equal to k there. So this becomes 2k squared minus 5 times k minus 12, right, is equal to 0. So now we have our quadratic equation, which is in standard form. So we can factorize here, or we can even use the quadratic formula. So when you're factorizing, remember we say 2 times negative 12, which is negative 24. We look for the factors of negative 24 that will give us negative 8, and then those factors are negative. We look for the factors of negative 24 that will give us negative 5, and then those factors are negative 8 and positive 3. So we replace negative 5k with negative 8k and positive 3k. So it becomes 2k squared minus 8k and then plus 3k. Okay, this is negative 5k and minus 12 is equal to 0. And then we factorize by grouping in pairs. We factorize by grouping in pairs. So the first pair here was common, is 2k. So we factor out 2k, it becomes k minus 4. And then here, the last pair, the common factor is, the highest common factor there is 3. We factor out positive 3, and then in the bracket we have k minus 4, right, is equal to 0. And then we have two terms here with a common bracket, which is k minus 4. We can factor out this bracket now and say k minus 4, and then 2k plus 3 is equal to 0. Right, and then therefore k minus 4 is equal to 0, or 2k plus 3 is equal to 0. Right, meaning that k is equal to 4 or 2. Let me just find k here. K is equal to negative 3 over 2. But remember that, we're saying that k is equal to x minus 6. So we put back our x minus 6. So it means therefore is x minus 6 is equal to 4, or x minus 6 is equal to negative 3 over 2. Right, and then what we do, can transpose here, becomes x is equal to 4 plus 6. If we move 6 to this side, becomes positive 6. So x is equal to 4 plus 6, which is 10, or x is equal to negative 3 over 2 plus 6. Right, and then you can use your calculator or just deal with these fractions. You must get 9 over 2. Okay, right, so you could have done that, or let's say here, this factorization is giving you problems. You could have used the quadratic formula. Remember, it's going to be k is equal to minus b, or negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and then all this over 2a. And then we substitute. This one, you just use your calculator. Be careful, there is negative 5. B is negative 5, so it's going to be minus negative 5 plus or minus the square root of negative 5 squared minus 4. Then a is 2, and then c is negative 12. Then over 2 times 2. A is 2. And then you put this in the calculator, you're going to get your K is equal to 4, or K is equal to negative 3 over 2. And then after that, you continue with this process here that you've done here. Okay, so if factorization is giving you problems, you can use what? You can use the quadratic formula here. Okay, so that's what you're supposed to do there. We can use the K method to solve such equations where there is a repeated expression. Okay.